Just based on how he plays, he's gonna go Corviknight. Please hit. I've missed enough moves. Lucario! Let's motherfucking go! What's up, guys? It's Mrjamvad, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server. And today we're going to be featuring a team by Gene Zeta, a Sticky Web Lucario team. Really pumped to use this. We're going to hop right into it. Straight to the point video today. I know the previous videos have been like intensive. You know, I mentioned how to join the academy. We're over 1,000 members right now, either 1,000 or over 1,000. I have something huge coming up, which is called the Academy Day Tours. And how that will work is the academy has a ladder now within the Discord. So daily I have my tour directors host tournaments. You join the tournaments. These could go up to like 100-man tournaments. After you win, you submit your win. And then the tournament, as it goes, obviously it's going to be single elimination, so it's going to go all the way to the finals. And when you hit the finals, you win. You well, depending on where you go, how far you go, if you came third, came second, yada yada yada, depending on where you go, will determine how many points you get. And we're trying to see who's going to be the best, like just the Grand Master. And it's done very similarly to like the road to rank thing, where you have Pokeball tier. So if you have like within, I think, 30 points, you're a Pokeball tier player. You know, above that is Great Ball tier player, and it's just gonna be a blast. So if that's something you're interested in, as well as the house tour, just a lot of great things going on in the academy. Huge shout outs to Lily from Discord, who helped me build the bot. I would just build, she asked somebody else to do it, period. So that was just really dope of her, and I appreciate that, and I always send my thanks to people I appreciate. So in this game, Luke, oh, you love to see it. SD Luke with rocks up, destroys him. Rocks first on his body press. What is body press for? Scarf, Rotom, Dragapult's decent. Manabus core purpose, check. Dragapult, Ferrothorn's core purpose, Roserade, Sylveon somewhat. Heavy boost Rotom go a long way, depending on the conditions I have met. It also helps me to weaken Seismitoad if I need to. And Sticky Web is nice, but I really will only need it for, excuse me, Dragapult versus Lucario. So all that being said, the worst case scenario for me would be a potential Rotom lead. I deal with it poorly. Dragapult guards well against everything except Sylveon, which I can switch in well versus, as he leads Dragapult. Now this could be Choice Scarf. We'll find out. He's Assault Vest, or that's no bueno. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. So Sylveon shows its head here. Dragapult being paralyzed doesn't really change the game. I just didn't think it could live, but Scar Dragapult is mad weak, so I guess I can't be too shocked. But the Dragapult's out of the way, which means once I get up rocks, Lucario just goes insta. So what I'll do here is think about the long term of this. I'll U-turn out here to go to Ferrothorn. 2 reasons. This way I can Power Whip freely. I don't have knockoff. I can't allow Dragapult to come in and survive rocks. If he has, generally these don't carry Mystical Fire. It's possible. Please hit. Man. Pokemon could be so simple. It could be so simple, bros, but it is what it is. That makes the game a lot harder, because otherwise Lucario could just high jump kick Meteor Match through his team. But again, we're gonna make it harder than it needs to be. I should hard switch here because he's gonna hacks on the para. Oh wow, impossible. So we're gonna go to Rotom Heat here, and I know Seismitoad is gonna rear his head, but because of that, I'm gonna have to play this one a little more aggressively than I initially anticipated. Because Seismitoad is gonna show his head here, as I mentioned. The Dragapult is irrelevant, so I'm gonna play my Mandibuzz a lot differently than I initially intended. I know he's gonna stay in here to toxic me or to set up stealth rocks, which is what I want. I want this thing's item removed, because with the knockoff damage, that allows me to KO him with +2. and this allows Rotom to beat him down as he goes to rocks. Predictable. This U-turn damage is going to go a long way as he's going to go for Toxic, but Ferrothorn is in, and that's phenomenal as I likely get to lead seed what I'm expecting to be Rotom. Rotom slash Roserade, and now his Corviknight has very less incentive to go for the defog. So again, I'm high jump kick, so I don't want to high jump kick with Dragapult around. Otherwise he'll likely go to Roserade, which I don't mind if he goes to Roserade. I want to say that's a free kill for my Luke. So let's see. So if he's trying to go the Toxic Spikes, that doesn't bother me. In fact, that literally does not matter. It literally could not matter less. Only versus Araquanid. So we're gonna Sticky Web here as he misses. I mean, that's fucking justice. As he's Black Sludge. Body press. What is body press for, man? Like, what the fuck does body press hit? I am really annoyed by the fact that I'm body press right now, because that means I could not knock out that Dragapult guarantee. Poor play is being rewarded. Body press. Bisharp. I mean, I have a Luke. Bisharp opposing Ferrothorn. I'm looking at the team, I'm like, is that worth, you know, I like, maybe not Gyro Ball, but I'll go Knockoff here. Knockoff would help versus its Roserade. So we'll, ideally I don't want Araquanid to sleep. So let's see how much, he probably cannot touch me at all, like at all. So I'm gonna lead seed here. I didn't want to play out a stallier game like this, but yeah. So he's not even what's it called? Heavy duty boots. He took rocks, right? Okay, this is great for two reasons. Because I don't have a ground type. For two reasons. If he chooses to go for overheat again here, you nasty plots, which is even better. So if he's modest, so mine is not timid. I mean, yeah, if he's not timid, not even necessarily if he's modest, but if he's just not timid, then he's gonna get blown away here because of my choice scarf. I want to hit, so he goes to rest Chesto, but he's timid resto Chesto, and I managed to get the Shadow Ball off, which is a big deal. This now means that Luke kills him. He can only knock me out with overheat. Which is what you love to see. You love to see it, as we're gonna Shadow Ball here as he overheats. Couple ways to go about this. I can afford to take half of my health gone. I can miss here and you could go drag up. I don't have much to speed. I could have went Rotom in hindsight. In fact, I'm actually going to do that now. Bait the overheat. It's actually a better play. Because he's either going to go to Dragapult, or he's going to go to Corviknight, or he's going to overheat. And overheat into the nasty plot. Overheat into the nasty plot, what am I saying? Overheat into... Because he's going to go Silent because of the knockoff damage earlier and whatnot. I don't know the calc for this. I probably should learn it. I'm not max special attack. +2 stab. Let's see. So my timer is going down. I went for overheat, but of course, this Seismitoad isn't like a game changer. But of course, he would have died. That's whack because the Rotom is really good versus him. Assuming that he actually outspeeds me with this, so I'm not gonna stay in here. He's special. Draco Meteor, G specs. So if push comes to shove, that's fine. I want Sylveon in. I don't want to give him any momentum because I can just close this game out. In all honesty, because here Just based on how he plays, he's gonna go Corviknight. Please hit. I've missed enough moves. Lucario! Let's motherfucking go! Let's motherfucking go! Roserade, man. If you don't get the fuck out of my sight. If you don't get the fuck out of my sight. Oh my god, this is so fucking rewarding, bros. Now, crazy thing is, all my moves can miss. Luke, we not having it, man. +3, I'm putting you in the dirt. Alright, so that was satisfying. That was a very satisfying victory because of the bullshit in the beginning. That game could have been so much smoother, but you know, it made for it's just entertainment at the end of the day. You come here to learn and to get entertained at the same damn time. So just looking at my opponent's team, the first glaring weakness I noticed is his lack of solid water resist. Araquanid goes Insta with rocks equals a 2 KO on every Pokemon upon his team. So I know Sticky Web goes a long way with Lucario in this one. I hate to see Dragon Pulse or Ghost types period because I can't high jump kick them. However, he may give me his Dragon Pulse early with another choice card. So let's left to right analysis. Definitely gonna try to end this out with Luke. Definitely gonna try to end this out with Luke. I might use Araquanid because in the sense of like only few things can really do damage to me. I technically wall Mamoswine, Excadrill, stab wise, and Dragapult gets crunched. No, won't KO, but Dragapult shouldn't be doing too much to me. As that's not true. That's not true. That's just false. Grimmsnarl gets blown away by liquidation. So these three don't really do that much damage, and I can murk them back. Rotom guards well against Mammo without what's his face, but his primary purpose is going to be to remain healthy so that if it's so bulk up Corviknight, I have a means of protection versus that. Though I do have Scar, Dragapult is weak. So knock off Mandibuzz. Core purpose is going to be for Dragapult primarily. Really, that's the only thing it beats. Ferrothorn guards well against Grimmsnarl to a degree. And it's just really difficult to KO beyond his Rotom Heat. My Rotom Heat is going to be Rotom Heat. It's just, but again, not going to send that in too much to take any significant damage for a potential bulk of Corviknight. So my opponent's probably going to be wary of that early on. So Excadrill, Rotom is going to be his likely leads of choice. Excadrill, Rotom. I lead Mandibuzz here because it can take on both. Yeah. I had a feeling he might go this route. Mandibuzz is just there for Dragapult if physical, but I do have my Scarf Dragapult if he's Dragon Dance. Well, that's a speed type at best, but I want the matchup to be because he might go for Rapid Spin here. If he does, then good. Yeah, Rapid Spin. I got a couple ways I could go. I could go to my. Let me calc how much Dragapult does to Drillster, because if it does knock it out, obviously I'll go to that. You'd think a modest Shadow Ball would be able to knock him out, right? But you know, Dragapult is mad weak. Excadrill, if he couldn't knock out that other Dragapult, probably doesn't die here. So let's see. Not choice specs. Cobra Berry, sure. Modest. Wish I had Fire Blast right now. Shadow Ball does 46 to 55. Absolute garbage. 46 to 55. So he has 0% chance of knocking him out. So go Araquanid here. We hit that liquid. That means I'm gonna have to set up rocks versus something else. I'll take about half. Yeah. So it gives me drill, which gives me insight as to how he plays, because he just sacked the drill without any kind of game plan. He did get a ton of damage off on my Mandibuzz. That Rapid Spin did a ton to me, man. Did a ton to me. Positionally, I actually want Ferrothorn in. I could also go to Rotom Wash. Actually, no. I'm tripping. I am tripping. Dragapult is the best play here. Positionally, Dragapult forces in Grimmsnarl, which I don't mind. But I do mind, depending on what his Grimmsnarl is. If it's some kind of like not, what am I trying to say, like a layer like a screens, that's what I'm trying to say, not a layer. I don't know why I said layer there. This allows me to knock off. He's going to be fearing the Gyro Ball. So he's going to go to either Rotom Heat or Corviknight as I grab the heavy duty boost there. And we're going to go back into situation 1. Dragapult no longer needs to be at full for any particular reason. So I guess Thunder Wave is the wave now. No pun intended. As I'm going to have to be a little more mindful to keep my Mandibuzz healthy. I could likely do that versus, yes, Corviknight if I manage to get the U-turn off. Where do I go on the offensive here? Because I could go to Rotom Overheat just to get the damage on Dragapult. Yeah, I'll do that instead. No, that won't. Well, it depends. If he specs, then Mandibuzz comes in on Dragapult. I could also go to. Let's find out some information. So I'm gonna go to my Rotom here. I know he has to go to Dragapult here. He could also go to his own Rotom. So assuming I hit here, it's a pretty nice hit to get. Because what I'm thinking is it's gonna, the only Pokemon that can come in on Dragapult that I can't deal with. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna Volt Switch here. So what I'll do is actually go to Ferrothorn here because pretty sure he's gonna either Volt Switch. Okay, Nasty Plot. Didn't expect Nasty Plot. I don't agree with Nasty Plot at all because I could have Volt Switched out and he would have gained no momentum out of the turn. But you know, it's not a problem. I go back to Dragapult, the weakest link. I don't faint, which is a big deal for him. And then let's see how I want to play this out. Positionally, again, I want Ferrothorn in versus what he has left. I don't want to. Well, I mean, he might overheat. Okay, whatever. I figured he'd Volt Switch, but I mean, the moment he Nasty Plotted, well, he sacked Drill turn 1, then he Nasty Plotted on my Rotom, which just didn't make any sense. Especially if you were expecting me to go hard Dragapult. So if I went hard Dragapult right there, so he goes Dragapult of his own, which I'm grateful for, because this allows me to heal my Mandibuzz, which I've been trying to do. And it gives me insight as to what kind of Dragapult this is. So U-turn is out. So he's choice in some regard. This is good information. If you spec Mandibuzz, always Mandibuzz in conjunction with if he Volt Switched last time, if he Nasty Plotted last time, I'm just thinking what I want to have in versus what, because at this point Sticky Web plus Luke is gonna do its damn thing. Volt Switch isn't gonna do any kind of damage. He's choice specs, choice doesn't really matter. I'm gonna U-turn here. Yeah, he does the same stupid shit. Like, that's why I wanted to know. I was like, so when I found out that the Dragapult was choice, I know, okay, between Ferrothorn and Mandibuzz I can beat him. He could go to Dragapult here if that's the case, so be it. Oh, he doesn't. So Rotom is gone, which is a huge. Now he struggles with Ferrothorn a lot. I mentioned this in the Uber live. There are two ways to go about. You can become an insurmountable wall through removing all the threats, or you can just use your threats to blow through your opponent. So Unstoppable Force versus Immovable Wall. And again, you know, between Mandibuzz and Ferrothorn, positionally, it's just gonna be incredible. Actually, let me go hard. He could T-Bolt, but that won't change the game. I almost went Ferrothorn there, then I realized I have a Lucario in. I have a Lucario in, brother. So, in game wise, I have a couple options here. I could U-turn out. Momentum. It's just a question of what I want next. Like, what do I want to invite? If I feel like I'm gonna invite. So like if I knock off here, it doesn't matter what he goes to, whether it be Corviknight or not, but I also don't want to have Mandibuzz get too low. So at this point you want to determine, well, what is my end game? What am I trying to accomplish towards its end? You find out its specs, So I'm gonna actually choose the U-turn option. I've uncovered it's definitely spexed. I wonder if I die from Darkest Lair right here. It's most definitely spexed. Please don't hacks me. That's all. That's the only thing, man. Like, just don't hacks me, dude. So he goes to reflect. It still died. Well, I get a crit. And that's irrelevant because I've never allowed Rotom to take any kind of significant damage. So Corviknight is never a problem. I go Rotom every time here. I figured it could be substitute bulk up. So at this point, he has the decision. He can only go for Brave Bird. He bulks up, and I just go for Overheat here. It guarantees damage. If he doesn't switch, so yeah, I figured Mammoth would come in. If he didn't switch, I'm Heavy Duty Boots, so this doesn't even matter. This might have a rock move, but again, this is where you assess. Okay, what do I need and what am I trying to accomplish? Rotom can never take damage because it beats the Corviknight. Ferrothorn plus Mana Buzz ensures that I'm good versus it's a Dragapult. So at this point, okay, well, let's annihilate the weakest link in Araquanid, as he does have Stone Edge. I figured, like, I mean, with the Rotom his popularity, that doesn't shock me that he has Stone Edge. This allows for Lucario to come in and just fire off a Earthquake. I'm Earthquaking because it doesn't really matter if he goes to Corviknight. And here, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to pull some kind of double switch. It's just a question of which double switch it will be. Swords Dance is just my best play here. Multitude of reasons, yeah. So he Brave Birded, anticipating my Rotom to come in, and this is where I'm gonna start playing more intricately, because you know it's to his best interest to remove this. So he's either gonna do one or two things. He doesn't want to die to High Jump Kick, obviously. It would be in my worst interest to allow him to get even the momentum to do that. So he's either gonna go to Dragapult here, or he's going to Brave Bird again. My perfect mid ground is to go to my Mana Buzz because it ensures me value. So if he goes to Dragapult, I knock off here, removing his specs, or I knock off his Corviknight's item, or I knock out his Mana Buzz. So it ensures value. Yep. So that gets removed. I can always roost here because I know that I always roost here because I know that I can always go back into Rotom. I'll U-turn instead of Brave Birding. I mean U-turn instead of. Oh, I'm slower. I'm faster than him. I was saying I was gonna U-turn instead of. What's it calling? Yeah, I'll just Thunderbolt. It doesn't really matter because I know he's gonna Brave Bird there. But it's getting to a point where Lucario's Meteor Mash is becoming unguardable. So if he goes to Dragapult here as he should, I'll get the Overheat that. Oh, he just sacks Corviknight. Never mind. Maybe he thought I was gonna. I don't know. But the game is over for sure now because at this point, I put him in checkmate. The only way he can knock me out is through Shadow Ball or Draco Meteor. Yeah, we'll just sack. I'm trying to think if there's any luck way he could win. I don't think so. I just Volt Switch here. Draco Meteor. Okay, cool. Alright, so this is perfect because now it guarantees that the Mamoswine dies on switch as I go for knockoff here. He could leave the Dragapult in as well, but then he just loses to Mana Buzz. So Mamoswine dies on switch. Perfect. It was Choice Banded. I was just thinking like what kind of nonsense could happen, and obviously here he has to Fire Blast lock. I'm just gonna go for Leech Seed, yeah. And I could knock off here, but I'm actually gonna stall out his Fire Blast because his one is gonna have to miss. Because I just don't want. He has a shot to win if he gets to the hacks. Right now, with a crit, burn, everything, I still outstall him. If I knocked his item off, which is why I didn't use it with Ferrothorn, if I knocked his item off, he could Thunderbolt, crit, para, full, like Just avoid all hacks. Which hacks are you willing to take? He has the chance of missing Fire Blast. It doesn't do any kind of damage. As you can see, he's doing 27%. So I outstall that with the Roost. Or do I play it out to where he has a chance to go for Thunderbolt, paralyze me? Now he could have Shadow Ball as his last move as not Thunderbolt, but which is very likely. I mean, you know, Shadow Ball is the most spammable move, but I just don't want to risk any chance when it's a guaranteed win by just roosting. Excuse me, that's why I forfeit. So yeah. Okay, y'all, I'm having a blast today, man. It's crazy, like, for, you know, here comes self-development jam. But you know, I'm big on empowering you guys, not just in Pokemon, but honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, there's a part of me that, if you watch my Q&A video, you know a lot about me now. But I think deep down, I don't think I'm just gonna be real. Deep down, I want to help you guys. Fuck the Pokemon shit. I'm using the Pokemon as a means to express, like, the possibilities that exist with following the process for anything. So, like, Pokemon for me is like a small training ground for life. So, like, the fact that I have to play, I have to go back, I have to do that, I gotta adjust, I gotta go back, I gotta readjust. It's like a microcosm that has no real risks of life. You know, you can get hacked in life. You can get hacks. You can get, like, fucking robbed. You know, like, your car can break down. And in a way, I'm using this as a means of getting people out of that mindset of fearing the loss, which in actual life is not just a Pokemon thing. If you're like that in Pokemon, you're like that in real life. And just getting rid of that and open up the possibilities, because that's what I actually do outside of YouTube. You know, I work with people in that regard, not in like a self-development kind of way, but with their personal image, and it's a long story, but that's low-key what I'm trying to accomplish here. And what the fuck is up with these ghost types, man? This game's gonna be a little trickier. Dragon Pulse is a lot better. And that's not Split F Corviknight. Why wouldn't it be? But that's not the case. Mana Buzz is very good as well. Very difficult for him to kill, in which case I'm actually gonna lead with that most likely, but we'll see. Lucario, maybe versus his steals I can do a little something, maybe. But Ferrothorn plus Mana Buzz is going to be incredibly difficult to kill, and Rotom just wins. So, all that being said, we're going to lead off with Araquanid. Okay. So, we're dealing with potential... I'm going to Webs in this game for sure because of the Dragon Pult, yeah. He likely anticipated my... yeah, I figured that would happen just now. He's likely anticipating my Rotom or my Mana Buzz. And this is phenomenal because I know he's going to go straight into his Corsola. And what I'm going to do is Swords Dance to try to kill that thing. Actually, I can Earthquake here. He doesn't have a ground resist. He could go to Corviknight. But I figured Corsola would be his mon of choice. And now the fact that he saw that I didn't KO him, he's definitely going to stay in here. But not like he can switch, and Corsola is gone. Excellent. So I didn't get the Curse Body. And if he goes to Ditto, it's a speed tie. Actually, no, Sticky Web activates after the fact. I forgot about that. So he's definitely going to Earthquake here or go for the... He's going to Earthquake. Araquanid, weakest link, doesn't die. Yeah, that does nothing. Nothing. So the fact that he did that, it's likely going to... Well, it doesn't matter what he does. I'm going into Ferrothorn. I mean, Rotom. He predicts me to double switch, or he just didn't. I don't know why he just did that. But I'm free to overheat here, unless he's not choice. Gyropult likely to come out. That's why I didn't Volt Switch. Actually, I could have Volt Switch, but I wasn't sure with this speed. Actually, yeah, I probably still outspeed max speed drill. So the Dragon Pulse definitely faster than me. It's just a question of what I'm trying to win with. So just like in the last game, we're not gonna ever allow Rotom to take any damage because Corviknight could potentially be a problem. Mana Buzz positionally is just really problematic for him, and even if he is, say, spexed, I I'm debating which one I'd want to do. If I want to just knock the Ferrothorn's item off right here, or I want to roost and predict the knock. Rock heavy duty boost doesn't matter in this game, so I'm actually just going to I'll U-turn here. I don't think he'd go for rapid spin. I think he'd either stealth rock or anticipate my Dragapult. So this allows us to go to Lucario, where the earthquakes are free, and because Dragapult took that damage early on, this Excadrill definitely goes down to a Quakester. Actually, it might not, but I don't need it to. Yeah, I don't need it to die. The rapid spins, but you had Sticky Web, yeah, so that doesn't really help you. I want to high jump kick badly here, because I know he's going Corviknight. Man shit. Oh, you love to see it. Put the foot in his face. And Sticky Web is irrelevant. Sticky Web's irrelevant. Doesn't affect it though. Surprised he went to Luke. Because again, this is gonna be rinse and repeat. High jump kick won't knock me out, and if he goes for it, he now has to fear my Dragapult coming in. And Dragapult coming in beats everything that he has except Ferrothorn. But Ferrothorn loses to, well, he's gonna protect here to see if I have fire move. Oh, he didn't. Wow. I think he's going to attack me here. Like, I don't think in any search situation he's shown protect. He shows that he has a Dragapult. He knows I know he has high jump. He knows. Doesn't matter. The play is just to go to my Ferrothorn here. Basically, I was gonna high jump kicking that turn because I knew he wouldn't protect. But then in hindsight, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, well, the better play is long term. Just go to my Ferrothorn and go for Stealth Rock. That way, when my Rotom comes in and clicks Overheat, it's a kill every time, you know. So gonna knock his item off here as he spikes. Doesn't really matter. So now I'm gonna really flex on my opponent. He might Leech Seed. But now I'm gonna really flex on him because I'm Meteor Mashing here. Watch this. Oh, he outplayed me. No. Nah. Meteor Mash again. The reason I'm Meteor Mashing is not because I'm outplaying him or something. It's not because I'm outplaying him. Actually, no. Meteor Mash is just the best play here. It's because I know the moment I go to Rotom, it's an ensured kill. It's just positioning yourself. So look at this team at this point, right? Ferrothorn being chipped down. Now Shadow Ball unguardable. Rotom unguardable. Allows Ferrothorn to go down, which means I have Araquanid Sack. Mandibuzz cannot be killed. Rotom always beats Corviknight. He has to go to Ditto, take a round of rocks, or go to Dragapult. I am actually going to. Let me think about this. Do I want? I'm actually gonna give him the Death Fodder. I could have went straight to Mandibuzz there. So what I'll do is go Dragapult and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball him back because one, I think he's gonna risk thinking this is a speed tie. It's not. I'm just gonna kill your Dragapult. At this point, you know, Corviknight comes in. He has to sub or bulk up. Rotom comes in. Always beats. So Ditto comes in. Always go to Mandibuzz here. Because I can U-turn out on the off chance that he goes for the electric move lock, right? Can U-turn out. Actually, no. Knockoff's the best play here. Fortnite comes in and sub bulk up, then he gets destroyed. Yeah, it's checkmate. Ditto can only copy my Rotom, so he's sub bulk up. But you know your boy is already ahead of the game. This game is done. So this was heavily positioning. Just understanding what I need. Versus Luke, it seemed like, oh, I'm predicting, but it truly wasn't. So now he has to go into Rotom. He has to go into Ditto, take a round, but you expected me to Volt Switch. Yeah, now I Volt Switch. Because now I control what his Ditto transforms into. Yeah, it's over. If you go transform to that, Dragapult just Shadow Ball wins. So it's over. And that is going to be today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. This is offense. You know, so it's fairly quick paced. I generally like to use balance because offense is just harder to use. It depends. It depends. Basically, for a new player, I probably wouldn't give him an offensive team. Yeah, it's done deal now. Corviknight goes down. Ditto copies. And you know we're gonna win that speed tie of manhood, right? But yeah, versus with a newer play, I generally like to give them balance because it gives them more outs. This 1% Ditto is not about to win this speed tie. Dragapult, destroy him. Yes. Alright, so thanks for watching. Grab the book if you want to learn how to play like this. Grab the book in the link in the description below. Join the academy. The Discord is popping, as I mentioned in the beginning, if you want to be a part of those tours. And it's just for fun, you know what I mean? Just another way, another ladder. And what this allows is for newer players who want to get their feet wet, to join those fun little tours. It's a judgment-free zone. Call it Planet Fitness, Academy Fitness, baby. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.